Good morning. Happy New Year to everybody. Let's start with a prayer together. Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, friend, beloved God, great gurus, Jesus Christ, Babaji Krishna, Lahirima Shaya, Swami Shri Yukteswar Ji, beloved Master Paramhansa Yogananda Ji, saints of all religions, we bow at thy feet. Divine Mother, we offer this new year to thee. We offer ourselves, body, mind, and soul, up to thee. Transform us in thy light and be with us every day of this new year. We ask thy blessings now and always. Om Shanti, Shanti. We'll have a song now. And what you'll be seeing along with the song is the beautiful property of where the monastery is being built now. And also then we'll have a video of Swami Kriyanandaji wishing us a happy new year. Welcome again, everybody.
Well, today we are at the new year, and it's a wonderful opportunity to decide what we want to do with our lives from now on. There is a saying, today is the first day of the rest of your life. And we don't often think that way, but that's why we're given a chance with every new incarnation to just rethink it and think, what did we do wrong? How can we improve? The thought with which you die is what will determine your next life. Your last thought is your final exam for this life. It will be the sum total of how you have lived. But usually people die thinking, oh, if only I had had this, or if only I had that. And let's face it, nothing ever gives you what you want. Nothing. It's really very intriguing when you think that this whole show of Maya is based on Dvaita, duality. And for every upward wave of success, there has to be a downward wave of suffering and sorrow and failure. There has to be joy and sorrow balanced. And the sum total of all of our striving for who knows how many millions of incarnations has to be zero. It's sort of a frightening thought that we work so hard for nothing. And yet that really is what it's all about. And so it's very good for us to think not only, well, next lifetime I'll do better. We can start today. And this is why New Year's resolutions are a good thing. Because don't make too many. Just make one or two and keep them quiet, but make them severely and strongly and say, this is what I will do this year. Many times, if you want to overcome some habit, some failing in yourself, something you want to become better at, whatever it is, don't try for don't think about the whole year even. Think about today, for 1 hour I'm going to do it. And then if you can do it every day for 1 hour, then increase it to 2 hours, and then 3 hours. You know, one time, I was worried because I used to be very sort of proud of my intellect. It was stupid, but I was that. And my guru tried to get me to to get over that, and I wanted to, but it's not easy to overcome these habits. And so I said, sir, it's so difficult. I want to do it. He said, habits can be overcome in a day. It's all a question of concentration of mind. And I found this was true, that when I really concentrated a different way, it was altogether different. Those habits are not you. The war of Kurukshetra between the Kauravas and the Pandavas is within every human being. We are all a huge nation of qualities. And some of those qualities fight against our own happiness. They are the Kauravas. Some of those qualities fight for our enlightenment. They are the Pandavas. And we must see at the end of every day, have the Pandavas won or have the Kauravas got a victory? And every day we should think back, what have I done? And any mistake that you make, just sort of build yourself a bonfire, like a Havan Kund, and throw all your mistakes and all your bad qualities and attachments into that. If you can do that every day, you'll find before very long you feel very free. And as every incarnation is a new opportunity, so every year is an opportunity. Every day is an opportunity. Every breath is an opportunity.
Good morning again, friends, and Happy New Year. I'd like to start with reading from Master, his words for the new year. Each new year comes to awaken our habit-driven spirit, to make new effort until the eternal freedom is usurped from the hands of ever pursuing karma. Let us all, hand in hand, with ever enlivened, unending, united mind, walk and dance forward until we reach the home of complete fulfillment, from whence we return no more. Come, ye brother idlers, shirkers and enthusiasts, and with awakened, lasting, real, continuous striving, follow the golden trail of achievement so clearly visible through the assuring, welcoming portals of the new year. It's a very special time, and there's a lot of joy in the new year. There's a lot of celebration. There are a lot of blessings that flow from the masters into our lives if we're open, if we're receptive, if we reach up to them, if we joyously accept their energy and magnetism and everything that they give us in our lives. The receptivity, loyalty, sincerity, these are so important on the path. And we have practices, we have techniques and all, but we have to really deserve what the gurus are giving us. Earn it, open up to it, draw it, and really put our hand in theirs in this new year. I was recalling before I came on the path, I would make New Year's resolutions like everybody does, but they didn't really work. I mean, maybe I'd keep them for a day or a week or something, but what I realized is I didn't have a base to put those on. I was just give this is an intention, this is something I might want to do or whatever, but there was no power. There was no will behind it. There was no energy. There was no focus, a concentration. And this is why most people don't succeed with their New Year's resolutions. Then when I came onto the path, I started building a base to put those things that I wanted to do, the change of habits, change of attitudes, change of energy, change of behavior. I started building a base. And that base was through the teachings, through the techniques, through having the guru's blessings, through study, through chanting, through affirmations, through the talks, through everything, through service. I mean, through everything that we do, I realize now I have a base. And from that base, I can make changes. You can't make changes from nothing. And so we have the base and we have the very, very, very good karma. So what does that leave us? That leaves us with putting our efforts in. The teachings are there, the techniques are there. Master said one Kriya is worth a whole year of natural human evolution. So we have to realize that the teachings work, the techniques work, the guru's power is there. We have to add our efforts. As Master said, 25% is our efforts on the path. 25%, Master said, I'll give you lots of my good karma so that you can get there. 25% is the guru's power behind what you're trying to do, but behind your liberation. 50% is the grace of God. Meaning, if we open ourselves, yoga helps us to open, meditation helps us to open, all the practices help us to open and receive, not just receive, draw, magnetically draw, pull the grace of God, the power of God into us. And so, Masters told one disciple, what do you think made me a master? It was by doing. And another one, my blessing is there for you. He told the disciple, God's blessing is there. It's your blessing that is missing. And so this is what this time is about. We need to add our blessing. And Master said these things definitely work. I mean, we've seen them work. We've seen how, I remember one instance, one of the Nayaswamis said, she said to Swamiji some years back, I don't feel like I've changed at all. And he said, what do you mean? You're a completely different person. And Master said he could take 5 young boys of the most restless type. I hope we're not the most restless type, but the most restless type. And if they practice Kriya in the way that he gave it, told them to, that he would make saints out of them in 4 or 5 years, saints out of them. And he said also, you won't be able to recognize yourself. You'll be so changed. And look at your life before you came onto the path. Look at your old pictures, even. They're frightening, some of them. Look at how your energy was before you came on the path. What was your magnetism like? What were your thoughts about? What were your attitudes about? What were your behaviors? What were your habits? So you know it works. It's just a matter of continuing forward with enthusiasm, with joy, with faith. And so, what are the things that change us and that can change us in this coming year? First one is Kriya Yoga. Don't miss your practice. Practice morning and evening. Practice more once a week. Practice more Kriyas once a week as you can. Come to the long meditations. Come to the Kriyaban retreat. Come anything with Kriya on it. I would be present at that because Kriya is really changing you from inside out. The Tuesday evening Kriya program is very inspiring. And so the first thing is to increase the depth of your meditation. That's a protection. And also our energization, Mahamudra, yoga postures, Ananda yoga. This is all a protection against bad karma, Kriya, the whole path of Kriya. You have to realize it's not only freeing you, It's protecting you from karma that could strike at any time. And maybe it'll tap you, but it won't knock you over. And I was remembering a fellow, a Kriyaban family, man and his wife, and they had taken their kids down to Delhi to do some shopping or something. And they were in their car. So they parked the car, got out of the car, and started going towards where they wanted to go. And right then a bus came and just, pow, just finished the car off. Can you believe that? They had just gotten out of the car. And he had in his car, which I'd recommend if you can get Master's picture and Babaji's picture. We call it a car protector. One side's Master, other side Babaji, or different ones of the gurus. And he said he realized they weren't there to protect the car. They were there to protect them. And so realize that this path is protective, but you have to follow it. He was a very strong devotee, meditated all regularly, did energization, Mahamudra, all the postures as well. And so strengthen your sadhana. That's the first protection. Not only protection, it'll propel you forward with inspiration, with ideas, with thoughts, with how to do things, with solutions instead of, well, I don't really know, I don't have the energy. I mean, energization will get you out of laziness in a moment. It just picks the energy up and draws it prana up and down through the body and into your brain cells, and your brain cells are enlivened. So this path of Kriya is not just for just going into samadhi, it's for your whole life, body, mind, soul, strengthening, uplifting, making you strong on the path and moving forward with God and Guru. So first thing, strengthen your sadhana. You know where the weak points are in your sadhana. If it's energization, strengthen it. If it's Mahamudra, strengthen it. If it's Kriya, strengthen it. Strengthen your sadhana and figure out what particularly you need to do. Second point I want to go into is that how else can we go into the new year with something that will really help us is your environment, the company you keep, the environment that you're in make all the difference. And this is why, thank God, Swamiji's had us start communities, centers, meditation groups where you can go in there. You walk in and you just feel uplifted. You feel joyful. There's all your guru bhais there. You meditate together. You may be meditating, you may have a hard time, and a person next to you is having a good meditation that uplifts you. You may be in kind of a down place or mood or whatever, and you go in and they'd be, hi, how are you? You just feel uplifted. Watch your environment. I want to say this also, change your environment if you can. And not be around negative people who are bringing you down. Now at your job, you have to be around negative people, but protect yourself. Have a picture of Master at your desk. Have one of the books there if you can. You can open any page and get inspired. But from the talks, from the music, play the music on the way to work, play it on the way home, chant, get a harmonium, start chanting, play the chants, go on YouTube, listen to the different talks of a Swamiji, Master, Jyotish Deviji, various ones, but have your whole life protected and make a protective environment, a spiritual environment where all the times energy is coming to you through the books, through the music, through the chants, through your acharyas, through the center. Don't go to the center once a month. I mean, disciples would see their guru every day. We'd go and thank the guru every day. And so go as much as you can and also give, serve, and however you can. But that will strengthen you in the year, the environment. Finally, grace. Grace is huge. It's just, we have to realize that the guru's power is what changes us, really. We open ourselves, but we don't have that power. I mean, you look at a wave and you look at the ocean. We are the wave, and there's the ocean is the power there. And Master told Rajasi, don't forget where your power is coming from. Rajasi said, I know, Master, it's coming from you. So don't think, I'm doing it Swamiji said he went through that once. Master told him to change something, and he said, yes, I've changed myself, Swamiji thought. And then he heard later, Master's told some of the monks, look how I changed Walter. So look how he's changing you. Open yourself to that change, meaning do what Master said, and then the change can happen. And have faith that the gurus love you, that the gurus want to help you, that the guru's power is with you, and do your part. And I want to finish by reading this part of from the autobiography on faith in the guru. This was Master when he was challenged by his brother Ananda to, just think of the book. It's full of just glorious stories of disciple, guru, disciple, and all the wonderful things that the gurus did for their disciples. They were in their lives all the time, and they still are all the time to those who think me near. To those who think me near, Master said, I will be near. And so this is brief, but I'd like to read this to you. So Master says here to his brother Ananta, when he tells him, when he's challenging him to go to Brindaban with no money and nothing else, but faith in God. He said, I'm going to test you. So Master says, he and his friend go, he says, I accept the challenge. No hesitation was in my words or in my heart. Grateful memories flashed of the instant beneficence, my healing of deadly cholera through appeal to Lahiri Mahashaya's picture, the playful gift of the two kites on the Lahore roof with Uma, the opportune amulet amidst my discouragement, the decisive message through the unknown Benares Sadhu outside the compound of the Pundit's home, the vision of Divine Mother and her majestic words of love, her swift heed through Master Mahashaya to my trifling embarrassments, the last-minute guidance which materialized my high school diploma, and the ultimate boon, my living master from the midst of lifelong dreams. Never could I admit my philosophy unequal to any tussle on the world's harsh proving ground. And from Nayaswami Devi for the new year, this was one of her blogs. There's an aspect of personal transformation that's often overlooked. To make lasting improvements in our life, it takes more than our own personal efforts. True inner change comes about through a combination of sincere devotion to inward worship. I supply their deficiencies and make permanent their gains. So as we enter the new year, remember, whatever the outer circumstances, to keep your love for God foremost in your mind. This is the most powerful and effective way to turn our resolutions into realities. Om Shanti Shanti. God bless you all and Happy New Year. I'll ask Natindra to join me now for a few questions.
Thank you so much, Dhyanaji. We have a couple of questions. The first one, Dhyanaji, is many of my New Year resolutions from the past year or perhaps past years are still pending. So, how can I be better at working on them this year?
What happened? They're still pending. Well, what can you do but keep trying? So as Swamiji said, don't make too many make realistic ones. And if the ones from last year are still ones you want to do, work on those still. It takes a while. Master said a habit can be changed in a day, but that's a person who's really focused and really has their hand in Guruji's hand and is concentrated on working on that. So what are we going to do? Give up? No, you just keep trying. You keep trying and trying and trying. And Swamiji would refer to it like a nail in a board. You keep pulling, you don't know how deep it is in the board. You keep pulling, pulling, pulling. Then one day, pop, at one point it's out. And karma's like that. I remember heavy karma like that. Just one day it was just gone. And I knew it was gone. And I've said this before, but I'll say it again to inspire people that about God's grace. At one point, I asked Swamiji, I said, I'm doing affirmations, I'm meditating more, I'm doing more kriyas, I'm doing seva, I'm teaching classes. This was in India too. I said, I don't know what else I can do. I've done everything I can do, but I'm still not getting out of this heavy karma. And Swamiji said, don't worry. I thought, he's not worried. I'm the one with the karma. But that night I went home, I went to bed, and the next day it was just gone. It's never happened to me that drastic before. And I went to Swamiji. I said, Swamiji, I don't know what happened, but I feel so much better. It's just not there. And I know it was Master. What can you say? So I think we just have to have the faith plus the work. I mean, I was working at it. It's not like you're just sitting on the couch thinking the guru is going to help you. He's not going to help you. You have to do the work. And as you do it, you just find, oh, I'm freer and freer. And then you're free. So it works. It's a wonderful path. What powerful teachings we have. What powerful techniques. I mean, just think of the healing prayer people all over India praying for people all the time. Just put a name up. You got 10 people praying for you already. It's just, I mean, where on earth could you have such a blessed setup for finding God and for changing yourself? Where? And I mean, what does it show? It shows the deep love of the gurus for us. And I think we just have to just know that they're there. They are there. But people say, no, Master didn't help me. I would never say that. Even if you don't see it, even if you don't know it. How do you know he didn't help you? Maybe you weren't supposed to get that job. You see what I'm saying? Maybe that was supposed to happen. Maybe maybe he took still most of the karma from you. Maybe you had an accident, but maybe you would have died. I mean, let's really look at this. If the guru said he's going to be there, he's going to be there. And I remember Swamiji said once, Master said the disciples will be protected. But then he added, but that doesn't mean you won't die. Even if you die, he said he's going to meet you. I mean, you can't figure it out. So let's just give your life to God and gurus and say what you want. I see people begging, Master, give me this, give me that. Why are you begging? It should be, Master, if it's your will, if it's right for me. Do you see the difference? Rather than I want it, it's like a little kid. I want. The kid wants the whole box of chocolates. You're going to keep giving the chocolates. Here, have more. And then he's in the bed sick. So people, give me. It's just let the guru do his job, is what I say to people. He knows a gazillion times better than we know. And then when the result comes, if you don't like it, say, Master, I didn't expect this, but I take it because I know you know. What a different frame of mind, isn't it? I accept it. The next time, maybe it'd be something you like better, but I haven't seen it every time. Oh, I love this. Oh, I like this. Oh, I like this too. Does it make sense?
Absolutely, Dhanaji. Thank you so much. We'll take just one more question, Dhanaji, and then
Okay.
we'll request people to switch on their videos to wish New
Oh,
Year.
great.
So the question, Dhanaji, is whenever our sadhana and seva, wherever it is currently, what is the next level that we can go to? And maybe from your own spiritual journey, how have you evolved year after year?
What I'm going to tell you is what my music teacher told me about learning the Esraj, which isn't easy. One day he just looked at me and he said, "You know what you need?" Because I said, "It's just not sounding like I want it to sound." And he said, "You need time." This is the truth. You can't expect that. No, everything's changing. Everything has changed overnight, and now I'm in samadhi, and it just doesn't. I mean, there's a lot of karma there, and you work on it piece by piece. And I think for me, though, the thing I've done is just keep walking forward no matter what. And some people sit on the sidelines. Sometimes you have to sit on the sidelines for a while. You're just exhausted. At other times, Master said everybody's on the path. Some are running forward, some are walking, some are running, but they're running backwards. So you don't want to go backwards. Just try to go forward, no matter what happens. And as you do, you find that I'll say, you feel Master's smile in your heart. That if a guru's pleased, doesn't matter. You feel his smile in your heart, then you know you're heading in the right direction. Even if it's hard, if you feel him there, it's just what a joy. Who are you pleasing? God through the guru. If you feel that, just keep going forward. And follow the love of God and gurus and the joy. I mean, at a certain point, there's just an overwhelming joy. And you'd feel that. And that guides you. When you feel that, you know you're on the right track, even if it's really hard. Okay. God
Brilliant.
bless you all.
Thank
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye.